Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your divine masculine, divine feminine energy messages for the month of June. Okay, this is for our twin flame community and the divine counterparts. I had a little bit of delay because I am under a vow of silence during the Mercury retrograde period. I'm coming to a close. Spirit hasn't given me an exact date, but I know that I'm nearing because I am actually doing the work. Okay, but here I am today to give you this message. I hope that it brings you some clarity into your connection with your divine counterpart. All right, let's get started. So, angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. What is the energy of the divine masculine towards the divine feminine, and the divine feminine towards the divine masculine, and the energy between the two of them? Okay. I'm not going to designate anyone's side, just you'll know what is what. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right, Spirit, what is the energy of the divine masculine towards the divine feminine, and the divine feminine towards the divine masculine, and the energy between the two? Okay. We got the Knight of Swords, okay? Running towards, okay? To speak the truth. This is beautiful energy. I feel like there's action being taken, okay? I love to see that because so many times we read for the divine masculine and divine feminine and it's more telepathic and spiritual. We don't see a lot of the physical energy. We hope for reconciliations, but I do feel like with that Knight of Swords coming in that there's some action that is being taken here, okay? And I can see that as well in the overall, but we'll get back to that in just a moment. Where was I going with this? Okay. All right, Spirit, continue to provide what is the energy of the divine masculine towards the divine feminine, and the divine feminine towards the divine masculine, and the energy between the two of them. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We'll talk about it. Okay. And the energy between the two. Okay. All right, pay attention to the red flags. I really feel like pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, okay? That's coming out of there, all right? Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. I feel like Spirit's trying to get your attention there. But hang on, let me just get everything out here. Okay, what are we doing? These first? Yeah. All right, Spirit. These are the Lover's Oracle, okay? For my readers out there, go get a deck if you don't have it. These are beautiful messages on these cards. But it's in the shape of a heart, folks. Okay. And if this is your first time coming to see me or any of the readers, some of the readers, I've seen them with these cards and they just get them shuffled out. Maybe it's because I have small hands. I don't know. But it doesn't work when I try to shuffle them out. Like the whole deck falls and it looks messy and sloppy. So I requested permission from Spirit to just pull from this deck until that changes. Okay, so for now I just pull from this deck. I just like to give that disclaimer because some of my viewers are like, why does she pull from one deck and let the cards shuffle out on the other? Well, it's difficult to shuffle this one out because of its beautiful heart shape. All right, so Spirit, what is the energy of the divine masculine towards the divine feminine? And the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. Oh, wow. Okay. And the energy between the two. My eyes are closed when I pull these out, guys. Just I'm communing. Okay. Was that just one? It is. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. All right. I will save these last two decks for after I have delivered this message here. All right. So, divine masculine or divine feminine. You put the shoe on the foot that it fits. I really don't want to designate a side, but I feel like masculine energy on this left hand side for me, okay? Is in Six of Cups energy. This card represents the Six of Cups, okay? The creativity, the fifth house. This is talking about nostalgia and the past and childhood, okay? And then with strength, okay? I feel like this is a timing more than anything. I feel like in the month of July, if there hasn't been any real action, that there's going to be some, okay? I feel like they're trying to refrain or restrain themselves from coming towards you. Not because they don't want to see you or be with you, but because they're hesitant because they don't want to make the same mistakes of the past. Okay, that's the simplicity about it. They don't want to make the mistakes of the past. I feel like, twin flames, divine counterparts, the passion it shifts the plates in the earth. Okay. And if you haven't awakened and enlightened and been able to ascend some of that lower vibrational energy that can play out in a twin flame and divine counterpart connection, then that passion, okay? And I'm going to use the word lust, but I use it loosely because lust is given such a bad rap, as it should, okay? But in actuality, you should have a lust towards your divine counterpart, okay? You should have, okay? But in moderation, okay? Not in a sinful way if we're thinking about traditions, okay? But they are trying to, okay, whether this is your feminine or your masculine, I feel it more masculine energy on this side of the table, but be that as it may, they are trying to refrain themselves. It's cute. They don't want to see you because they will let loose. And they don't want this to trigger what happened in the past. It started off that way, okay? With a lot of passion, a lot of desire for one another. And then it led down the street of separation, okay? Divine masculines trying to restrain themselves from the events of the past, okay? But at the same time, remembering the good parts about it. Underneath that, separation, okay? So it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon, okay? I have a duality message here for you. So for those of you who are in physical connection, you may be actually going into a separation from your twin flame or from your divine counterpart, okay? And so that has shown up, and that's why they are pulling themselves back, okay? I don't know necessarily that this is the runner. It might actually be the chaser this time around that's pulling themselves back, okay? Others of you who have been in separation, the separation is about to come to a close, okay? But, okay, they are very, very cautious in coming back towards you because they do not want to repeat the past, okay? Okay, Spirit said to hold off on down here. All right, now, this I'm picking up as feminine energy. I have, okay, Taurus, higher level commitments. This is the Hierophant, okay? And then with the World, new cycles beginning or an old cycle ending so that a new cycle can begin. So the feminine energy, at least what I'm picking up, but again, put the shoe on the foot that it fits. If you're picking this up as your masculine and that's you over there, the feminine, then that's what it is, okay? But I'm feeling like this feminine energy is wanting a new cycle, okay? A new commitment, okay? Yeah. The feminine energy is wanting a new commitment. Over here, I'm feeling masculine energy with straining, holding back from coming forward because of caution of the past. Meanwhile, the feminine is ready to move forward into a new cycle and wants a new commitment. So it's almost like, okay, that's beautiful. So let's just say a couple was married once before, okay? and things didn't work out. They were married, and they were married for years. And things didn't work out. They not only separated, but they fully went through the process of divorce. And then a few years passed, they've grown, some lessons have been learned, and they realize that they just love each other, and they decide to get married again. Well, first let's slow it down. First they start dating, right? And getting to know each other again and learning one another, and they realize that, you know what? Getting that divorce was probably, it was good for us, because we would have never been able to find ourselves, pursue our missions and purposes in life, tap into our sparks. But now we've grown individually, and I'd like us to come back together and get married again and make a new commitment. Okay, that's the energy that I'm picking up on this feminine side. She's ready. Okay, sorry, couldn't help it. But she's ready for a new commitment, not anything of the past. She may even just want to start at friendship. Okay, not putting you in the friend zone, but getting to know you in the growing from the place that you've grown. Okay. So here I don't feel necessarily a mirroring energy, because there is some, just a little bit, but the two of you are thinking of it in a different way. One is trying to protect from the past, and the other is trying to move forward with the future. Okay. Then we have here lunar eclipse, change. Okay. Now we just had a lunar eclipse Sagittarius about 2 weeks ago, right? Because the new moon was just less than a week ago. So here's the full energy. Okay, what is that? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So the lunar eclipse, I feel like pushed out. This is the energy between the two. Okay. So I feel like the lunar eclipse pushed out the energy that was stagnant between the two of you, that kept you in separation. Now, like I said, I've got two sets of twins here, and I apologize because I meant to go down here to the romance angels next for feminine, but I'll come back to that in a second. But the energy between the two of you is one wanting a new beginning. Okay? No, both of you. This is the mirroring energy. We both want the change. One wants to take a leap of faith. Okay? While the other one is trying to eclipse out the past, okay? Or the pain, or the things that didn't go right. While the other one just doesn't even want to talk about what happened in the past. They're not even concerned about that. They want a new, fresh start, okay? Interesting, very interesting. Now let me come back down here, because over here on what I feel is the masculine side, I had separation. Okay. And then over here on the feminine side, I have very soon. Okay. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Now, I feel like this is what the divine divine feminine is saying to the divine masculine. Okay. The divine masculine is over here talking about, talking about separation. Okay. We separated for a reason. This is how I feel, okay? You know, if you follow me, then you know I'm going to use an example. So this is how I feel. Divine masculine, we separated for a reason. We needed time apart. I needed to grow. I needed to learn. There's some things of the past, of our past connection, of our past life, that are still lingering, okay? But I want to come towards you. But I'm trying to keep myself in check here, so that it's not me who causes any more pain, okay? Because the divine masculine feels like he did some type of harm here. Again, divine masculine, divine feminine is within all of us. So even if you're the feminine who caused the pain, that could be you on this side of the table. But essentially, it feels like the separation was initiated by something that the masculine energy caused or did, okay? And they're trying to prevent themselves. I feel like they feel insecure about their growth. Now, meanwhile, over here, the feminine is saying, you need to make up your mind. Okay? Because the time is now. Then in between the two of you is the energy of keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay? Keep an open mind. So it's saying here, okay? Spirit is saying here, at least to the masculine, keep an open mind. You're projecting your fears off onto the feminine energy here of, has there really been any true change? Okay? And meanwhile, the feminine is like, I have completely changed, but I still love you. And I still want you. And I'm still waiting for you, in a sense, is what she's saying, because very soon, okay? She's asking you to make up your mind, masculine, okay? Very good, Spirit, very good. Okay, now let's come down here. We've got 2 more cards to pull out before I close out. But on this side of the table, I have beware of what you, well, I didn't read this, y'all. I did not read this card before I started to speak. Okay, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. I be damn. Okay? So masculine or feminine, wherever this is resonating for you, try not to project. Okay? Because whichever energy it is, masculine or feminine, has changed. They have changed. They have ascended. They are a newer being in this physical realm. I almost dare I say they are barely partake in the physical, because they are completely connected to their spiritual being and their higher level of consciousness. Okay? And Spirit is asking you not to project your fears off onto them, and also not to allow that to be a blockage or a bondage that keeps you from pursuing or going towards them, because there's nothing to fear here. Okay? Now, then we have on this side of the table, passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So, masculine energy, I feel like you are strongly attracted to your feminine energy right now. Okay? You want them. That's why you have this strength here restraining you, because you're wanting them. Why? Because they are essentially calling you in. Okay? They're saying, I'm ready. What does it take for the twin flames who are in separation to come back into union? Ascension, self-love, focus on self, growth, focus on the mission. Those are all the things. And so over here, at least what I'm feeling as feminine energy has been doing that, and has shifted into a new cycle as an individual. So certainly over here is going to be drawn to that. Okay? Now, in between the two of you, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Wow. Okay, so that's for the many of you who are headed into separation, because that is what's happening. There are 2 sets of divine counterparts going on here. I feel like, I don't know how that makes any sense. Sometimes I can't make sense of things that are happening in 5D into the 3D, but what Spirit just said to me is that there is an older set of twin flame divine counterparts, and there is a younger set. And I literally mean in age, and I do not mean in this 3D age. I mean like there are twin flames who are thousands of years old, who have gone lifetime after lifetime, round and round, running and chasing, and have ascended and matured into the understanding and the awakening. It's almost to the fact that they haven't quite cleared out all of their karma. They haven't quite reached what is it called? Dharma, perhaps. They haven't quite, and that's why they have been reincarnated into this 3D. But even so, they remembered each other right away. Right away. They knew exactly who they were when they ran into each other the first time. Okay? Because they have done this thousands and thousands of times. Then there are some who's only done it hundreds of times. Okay? And so those who are the hundreds of times are getting ready to enter in, if not already, a period of separation. Okay, those who have gone through it thousands of times, Spirit is just asking you to continue to focus on yourself. Okay, because what happens is, this is why this is the energy between the two of you, is because they come back. You come back together. There's a union. There's never a separation truly, but there's a physical union that occurs, and Spirit is asking, almost begging. I feel like Spirit doesn't beg, but that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up here, to stay focused on the mission. Okay, because when you first come back into physical union, you're going to be caught up in the passion. Okay, all right, so I've got two more to get here for you. So Spirit, what is the message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, please? What is the message to the divine, from the divine masculine to the divine feminine? And what is the message from the divine feminine to the divine masculine? Okay. And what is the message to the two of them? Ooh, okay. Wow, okay. Got this in someone's general message just a little while ago. It's a beautiful card. Okay. So, where did my book go? On the divine masculine side, we have the choice. Okay. Divine masculine may still be dealing with some karmic energy here. Yeah. Okay. Divine masculine may be still dealing with some karmic energy. I almost feel like the karmic is, if we're dealing with awakened beings here, the karmic knows that they're not the twin. Okay? They know that. But every chance that they get, they try to distract the masculine energy from reconnecting to their twin. Okay? All right, let's see. Choice. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It's your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself, and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. Look at that, okay? Divine masculine, because I do feel like this is for you, okay? The choice. It's okay. It's safe for you to come towards your feminine, because your feminine is not on that. Whatever it was before, your feminine is not on that anymore. She's not. Does she want to make love? Absolutely. Does she want you to be intimate and feel the sensations between the two of you? Absolutely. But she's not lusting after you in the eyes of sinful lust. She wants you to make love to her mind way before she wants you to even touch her body. That's the energy that I'm getting. And that's a safe space. Okay? She doesn't have, and that's what's so funny here, because I was hearing about, with the choice, I was hearing about the karmic, and she's not even jealous of the karmic anymore. She's not. The karmic means nothing to her because she knows who she is. Okay? So any drama that may have transpired between the twin and the karmic, you won't even, you shouldn't even be, the feminine does not. Now, if the masculine is feeling that way, I'm not picking that up necessarily. But the feminine energy is at peace and wants no war. Okay? All right, now let's see. The breaking. She is, however, at her breaking period. Okay? At her breaking point. Okay? The breaking. Let's see. Almost there. This oracle brings compassion. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger, despair or frustration you may feel, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which you would keep of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It is going to be the making of you. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. See, that's what I'm saying. It's almost a tower energy. Your feminine has gone through a tower moment and been stripped of all old patterns and old beliefs. She knows who she is. She has no jealousy in her. She has no malice. She has no obsession. She, I want to say, is knocking on the door of purity here. And it's the reason why you're trying to restrain yourself, because masculine, because you can't, how can you not be severely attracted to purity? Okay? Now, what's in between the two of you? For those of you who are going into the period of separation, this is what you're going to be focused on, okay? Creating new cycles in life, leaving behind those lower vibrational energies that just don't match, especially in a divine connection. There is no jealousy. There is no obsession. There is none of that, because it's not necessary, because no matter what the situation, you will always be connected. So there's nothing and no one. It's, what is the scripture? What God has brought together, no man can tear asunder. That's what's happening here. That's what's happened in the feminine energy. She knows what is for her is for her. So she is not about to chase, okay? Doesn't mean she's not going to show interest, but she's not about to chase down and be obsessive or be concerned about any third part. She don't care. She don't care. Okay? All right. Woman of light is in between the two of you. Okay. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within yourself as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessings that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight. So, divine masculine, divine feminine, collective, twin flame community. What that is saying in concordance to this message here is that the divine feminine, at least this is how I'm picking it up, again, put the shoe on the foot that it fits, has awakened, enlightened, ascended way past all of the drama, confusion, anything of the past, jealousy, all of that. Not only all of that in terms of the connection, but is an ascended, enlightened, awakened being. Shoe could be on the other foot, could be the masculine. But you will know that. You will know that when you are in their presence. And that is why, see, there's an energy that's trying to keep you separated. For some of you, it's a karmic, okay, who knows full well who the divine feminine is, who the divine masculine is, and is upset that it's not them. They've got their own divine situation. This is not for them, okay? Anyways, and they are luring with lust, like lust, okay? The forbidden type of lust. You know, you might have them out on their social medias with all their body exposed, you know, and the divines are seeing that, you know. If it's a masculine, it might be a karmic female who's got all her assets out there. If it's a feminine, it might be karmic male who's got his abs all out, or the gray sweatpants, even though it's hot, you know, whatever. They're trying to, whether they know it or not, okay, set some split between the two of you. And when they message your divine, they come in with lust and enticements, right? But the divine comes in with inspiration, comes in with light. And even if they speak of intimacy, they speak of it in a way of, let's say, even tantra, or something that is going to continue to elevate your consciousness, not draw you away from your mission and your purpose and your spark. There's going to be a difference. Okay, collective, there's going to be a difference, and you will know the difference. Okay, for those of you who are heading into the period of transformation, into the period of separation, at least in the physical realm, when you come back together, you will know the difference. Okay, all right, now I am going to put a timing. I was asked to put the time in. I'm not exactly sure what spirit wants this timing on here for, though, but let's see. All right. For this, for the collective of the divine masculine and divine feminine, what is the timing energy from the divine masculine to the divine feminine? What is the timing energy from the divine masculine to the divine feminine? Thank you. Oh, and what is the timing energy from the divine feminine to the divine masculine? What is the timing energy from the divine feminine to the divine masculine? Thank you. Okay. And the timing energy between the two. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. At the bottom of the deck, everything is in progress, 8 days or 8 weeks. Okay. So if you're coming back together, 8 days or 8 weeks. I'm also hearing the 8th month. So August. Okay. If you're separating, okay, could be within that time frame. And we have very soon on the table, so August is not that far apart. Okay, Alpha and Omega. Okay, and that's the divine masculine energy that I was picking up. You are free in the choice of the moment. See, repetitively, whoever this is on this side, it's about choices. Everybody got choices. Anyways, that's E40 for those of you who don't know. Alpha and Omega, that is the divine. Okay. You are free in the choice of the moment. What is your choice? And then the choice is right underneath there. Look at this. Like that synchronicity and color scheme. Divine masculine, you have a choice to make. Some of you, it's just the choice between the karmic and the divine feminine. Okay? My vote's always going to be for the feminine. Okay? And in this particular case, my vote is truly for the feminine because of the fact that she has done her work. Okay? Now, for the feminine, she got harvest the crop, 6 weeks or 6 months. Virgo energy, okay? So, again, that's the 8th month, right? No, yes, Virgos are in August and into September. So, somewhere around then. And she's ready to harvest her crop, okay? Very soon. She's ready. She ready? That comes with, whoa, wow, okay. The breaking, okay? Look at the color scheme in there. Them reds. Okay. Wow. Then we have finalize something, just let go. Friday. Okay. That's the energy between the two of you. So I would say today is Monday. And I would say that by Friday, okay. See this one right here. Is definitely talking about for some of you, okay, that the ones the hundreds, okay, of times that have gone through this experience is time for a separation, time to step back, time to let go of. Okay, it's not about a letting go, it's about a letting grow. Okay, I seen that the other day and I was like, yes, that makes so much sense, because sometimes, especially when we're talking about divine counterparts and twin flames, you're not truly letting them go. You could try. I tried. I really did try to cut it off, do the soul tie work and all of that. Ooh, don't do that. If you know it's your twin flame, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? It can cause some serious ramifications, make you seriously sad and depressed, okay? And they're going to feel that energy too, so it's going to be harmful to them, okay? Now, if you're not sure and you try it and you have a bad experience, then you'll know, okay? But either way, what I'm getting to the point is that you don't necessarily let them go. You let them grow. If you love someone and they need to grow, let them grow. I know it can be difficult, especially if you have like an obsessive type of energy, or I like to call it territorial, where you don't want them to be with anyone else. Well, sometimes they have to go with someone else to find out that it's you. Okay? So try. Be patient with yourself, whether that's the masculine or the feminine energy. Sometime around Friday, you may be having to release. Okay? For others of you, this is about you letting go of any inhibitions, any worries, any concerns about let it go. It's new. It's new. When you come into this physical union, it's new. Act like strangers. What's your favorite color? What do you like to do for fun? Like you've never known them before. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful energy for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine collective. I hope that it has brought some type of clarity in for you. If it did not, check back next month and perhaps that message will be for you. Continue to take care of yourselves. Love and light.